Well, welcome to another Dead Air, and I'm Brian Holtzman. Brian Redban to my left. Hey. He's going to be checking out the wires, and I am so excited today because I have three guests that have never been on Dead Air before, and so that's good, you know, to get.
It's good, yeah.
To get fresh faces. This is a good thing, you know. I'm excited. That's Bad Ashley doing their thing. Thank you, Bad Ashley. We're looking forward to the new release of the Dead Air song. And I've got a lot to cover today. But I want to first introduce our guests here today. To my right is somebody I know very well, Zach Bogus. That is his real name, Zach Bogus.
I'm Zach Bogus.
I love that Zach's a great name. I'm not sure of the last name. I don't even know what nationality that would be. A cross between Polish and I don't know. Where does Bogus come from?
It came from my mind. Yeah. That's not my legal last name.
And Zach is a stand-up comedian, and he's also the stage manager for the Kill Tony production.
And you also might have seen him on the floor last episode.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to be off camera, but I couldn't seem to hide.
Right, and he was nice enough to drive me here while my car is still in the shop.
Any updates on the car?
I called Nick today, and Nick said perhaps next week.
Good.
Oh, good.
So... Thanks, Tony. So, stage manager, very interesting. That's not it's not an easy job to make sure everything is correct, and
it's really hard waking up on time for every Kill Tony. That's really what I've been struggling with the most. Sometimes I don't get there on time.
I'm sorry. You're not a Jehovah's Witness, are you?
No, God forbid.
You want a Quran of the Bible? Quran of the Bible. Bible.
Okay. Oh wait.
Raise your right hand. And do you swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God, while you're on Dead Air?
I do.
Thanks. Sorry.
Thanks.
So. Are you going to laugh the whole show just like that? No, we just want to know. I know Marshall wants to know, and I know Zach Bogus wants to know.
I can work on it.
That is his real laugh, though.
Yeah.
I knew a person who was a stage manager, and it was a love triangle, and every time they set the stage up, the person would move the chairs around, and it would cause quite a bit of problem because the stage has to be set just right.
Yeah, there's a very specific way for the way we set up the stage. No love triangles involved anywhere, though.
Wow.
It's probably
Tony?
Yes, sir.
Tony, say your last name?
Casillas.
Casillas. You're not a Jehovah's Witness, are you?
No, I have relatives that are Jehovah's, so I would...
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Wow, maybe we'll discuss that later.
Okay.
Don't cut them. Do you prefer the Bible or the Quran?
Let's go Quran.
All right, that's a first. All right.
Let's try that.
Oh, wow. Put your hand there. Raise your other hand, whichever one you prefer. And do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God, while you're on Dead Air?
I do.
All right. Welcome. Tell us about you briefly.
I'm
You're
from Dallas.
Comedian?
Yeah, from Dallas, Texas. Just drove in, and I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, you were late.
I was a little late, yeah. There was a little traffic.
Any reason that you were late?
I shouldn't have gotten coffee. I got coffee before I left. It was a little reroute.
So coffee's more important than being on time. You don't really give a shit about Dead Air, I guess. No, we're kind of harsh when they show up late. I know, it's just a sign of respect. That's all, and a lack of trust. But we're glad you made it. You have some traffic, I understand.
Towards the end, yeah, I hit a little traffic, and then but we're here now.
And you're wearing glasses. Are they seeing far or seeing close? What prescription is that?
It's to see far.
Yeah, I know a guy who used to wear them. Oh, you've got glasses too.
I do.
Were you wearing them in the car?
Yeah.
Wow. I only use these for reading, but
yeah.
I never had two guests with problems with their eyes. Wow. How old were you when you had to start wearing glasses?
First, second grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was early on.
Early on.
Yeah,
so you've been doing this for like your whole fucking life. I'm sorry. I dropped an F-bomb. I don't really.
But yeah.
Here I am trying to. And how old were you when you started wearing glasses?
It was probably like 8th grade. It was a little later on for me.
So, and our next guest is, I guess, the most interesting one because it's 3 names: Reed, Marshall, Becker.
That's right.
I mean, that's pretty.
It's not bad.
That's a school shooter right
Yeah,
there.
Absolutely. I was gonna say serial killer, but close enough.
Yeah.
And you don't look like a Jehovah's Witness to me.
No, I'm Jewish, so I'll probably if I touch a Quran, it's gonna be an issue.
Although there's some of the characters are the same.
That a few of them. Yeah.
You don't want the backlash. Go
Absolutely.
ahead. You, Reed, Marshall, Becker, do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God, while you're on dead air?
I do.
All right. All right. Thanks, buddy. And tell us a little about yourself.
I'm a comic out of Houston. I open up for Sam Tripoli and Eddie Bravo on the road doing tinfoil hat shows.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's great. I love those guys. The best people. Let's see. I am one of the owners of the Secret Group in Houston. Yeah,
One of the best clubs.
Yes, I'm really excited about Skankfest coming up. I'm really excited about that. And yeah, that's about it. I drink heavily because I am recently divorced. That's about it.
Congratulations.
Wow.
Yeah.
Any children?
One beautiful, handsome son. Yeah. So
Wow.
Very, very lucky.
So where Skankfest was last time in New York, that club moved here.
Yeah.
But they're not
absolutely.
going to do Skankfest.
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to do Skankfest South in Houston. I don't know if that's going to continue forever, but at least for right now. So
Yeah, that was a wild. I saw some video of that function. It was off the chain, as they say. It was just something else. Have you familiar with Shankfest?
Skankfest. I've never done it. I'm doing Skankfest South.
Skankfest.
Yeah, Shankfest. That would be dangerous.
It's Wine Shanks Festival.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been to the Secret Group, and it's a crazy club, man. It's just,
Houston's a pretty unique place too, isn't
It's
it?
just wild.
It's fucking wild. Yeah, it's the Wild West. There's a great quote that Hunter S. Thompson said about it. It's just an insane town. Yeah, really
about
hard
the
workers.
Secret Group or about
Yeah. Before he died, he's like,
I know I'm about an hour from San Antonio. How long will it take me to drive from Austin
to Houston.
to Houston?
2.5 hours.
Not too bad.
No, pretty good. For
I've been to
Texas.
Galveston.
Oh yeah. That's also a crazy ass town. That's plenty of serial killers there.
I couldn't believe the color of the water.
Yeah.
It's like the color of. It's really dirty, right?
Yeah, it's very dirty.
dirty.
Yeah, there's plenty of.
Complete opposite. Have you ever seen the water in Galveston?
I haven't been yet.
Oh my God! It's like holy cow.
Is that because it's like a pocket or something like that? Is that the reason?
Oh, the oil industry, perhaps.
Oh, yeah.
It's mostly the left.
I mean, that's a poster child for anybody who's
Yeah.
environmentally conscious about the oil companies and what they do. If you think that's bad, go to South America and see what they did down there.
Oh, they don't give a shit. in
Oh
South
my
America.
God, dump it and go. But so very interesting. Yeah, Houston, and floods a lot in Houston too because it's all concrete. I heard.
Yeah, it does.
It's-
But they have actually a really good engineers that make sure that the water gets out really quickly. It's really fascinating, some of the civil engineering they do there. So yeah.
I was in the Houston airport once, and I saw a picture on the wall, and I examined it, and it was only Velcro.
It was just Velcro on the wall.
So I went to the shop, and I got a big paper bag, and I took it.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to tell you who the picture was of, but I sweated all the way back to L.A.
Wow,
Because
you got it through?
if they would have caught me, I tell you, I'd probably still be in jail now. You know how Texas is. You know, how dare you?
Yeah.
But for some
Yeah, steal
reason,
one of our Velcro pants.
I'm not a thief by nature. But for some reason, I saw that photograph and I checked it, and it was only on Velcro.
Yeah?
Do you still have it?
No,
What happened to it?
it was hung in the bathroom, and then it just got lost.
Shit all over.
It just got lost in the sauce. So we got 3 comics: Houston, Dallas. Is that where you're working out of? Dallas?
Yes, sir.
That's a pretty wild town.
It's crazy.
I know
It's-
people in Denton.
Oh, really?
That's the capital of keeping up with the Joneses. Is Dallas keeping up with the Joneses? Everybody wants a big house in Dallas.
Dallas is very like.
A regular house is not good enough. You
Yeah,
need a
yeah.
McMansion.
A
You
Mc-
need a big house
Yeah,
in Dallas,
yeah.
or else you ain't shit. No, that's the impression I've heard about
No.
Dallas.
That's true.
It's like the center of conformity, you know, and I have to keep up with everybody else that
yeah.
doesn't know who the hell I am. Let's keep up with people that don't know me. The American way. Let's impress strangers. Don't you love it? Let's impress people that we don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's crazy because it's either like the super rich or the people that want to act rich because they call Dallas people the $30,000 millionaires. So you'll go out and they'll have like a Mercedes Benz, and then you'll be like, okay, we're going to a party at my place afterwards, and then it's just a shitty apartment with 9 roommates. I'm like, what happened to that Mercedes Benz? They're like, yeah, it's my dad's, but like I'm working on getting my own. And it's like, you're
if you can make the
37.
payments, you can be well healed.
Oh yeah, so it's a lot of fake rich. But you know, people in Denton, that's where I live. I went to college in Denton.
Denton, yeah, that's
Denton's
where I
cool.
know some friends. I have a friend who fell down, an older gentleman in his 80s, and thank God the concrete stopped his fall. I mean, he looked like he went 20 rounds with Muhammad Ali in his prime, like a piano fell on his face. But it's amazing how your face heals so quick.
Yeah.
But and he's not that tall of a person. You say, how could that damage just from falling on your face?
You get
But
soft
it's the
skin.
gravity. It's the gravity. It just
gra-
takes over. Gravity's a big deal in stage management.
Absolutely.
How many times do you hear about the lights falling down on somebody, the rock star? Falls right on his head. Splits it open, and the doctor tells him no damage.
No, none at all.
Because you're a possum. All right, so I got a lot to cover today. I don't know if we'll get into it. I guess I'll start off with last week. We had some problems towards the end of the show with Jamar Neighbors. Do you know anything about The Lion King?
Yes, I've seen
Do you
it
like
before.
it?
It's pretty good for
Do
you.
you like The Lion King?
Yeah.
Zach, you into The Lion King?
It's one of my childhood movies.
It's a cartoon, is that right?
Yeah. Well, there's a live action version of it too, but yeah.
And Broadway, in a Broadway version. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I just, I am so opposed to The Lion King. It's one of those things that won't go away. The franchise will not go away. First it was the play on Broadway, and then it was a cartoon. And I growing up watching the Roadrunner and cartoons and Popeye and that was one thing. But there it is. Yeah, lions don't talk. That's that's the rub here. Lions don't effing talk.
Yeah.
It's a cartoon or it's a Disney animation. I just can't relate to it. I'm sorry. There were a lot of great stories, but as an adult, do you really feel comfortable watching a cartoon? I mean, come on.
Have you ever thought of like imagining like you were one of the lions to relate to the characters, being like, oh, I'm kind of like that lion?
What is your name? Tony, get the out of here. We got 2 other comics. We don't need your shit. You come in late, then you try to challenge me on an already challenging person. I just can't get into it. I mean, if you have kids, that's one thing, but I mean, it's just is this the
This is the remake, yeah.
Is this the cartoon or
No,
the
this
animation?
This is the live action version.
And he's the good Lion King, and then there's a bad lion. It's just such. To me, it's just such bullshit. It's for children. It's not for adults. Okay, so that's I had to get that out of the way. Also, I was reading one of my magazines today, and I saw this LGBTQ. And I'll have to be honest with you, I knew some of the letters, what they meant, but not all of them. And I'm sure there's people listening to this podcast who don't know what they all mean. So I'm just going to say what they mean. The L is for lesbian. We all knew that. G is for gay. Or gay boy, if you want to say, gay. The B is bisexual. That's somebody who wants to have sex with anybody that they, I guess, will let them have sex with them and get their hands on, So that's, and the T is trans. And trans is, what would you say trans is?
Transgendered? Trans.
No, I don't want to go too far into it, but trans is just somebody who they're transitioning to somebody else, a man to a woman, or a woman to a man. That's what trans is, right? Mm-hmm. And then the last one, the Q. A lot of Q throws everybody off. Q means questioning. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
See what I mean?
Oh,
Did you know that?
I thought it was queer.
Did you know that? Reed Marshall Becker. Did you know
I
that?
didn't know that. I didn't know that.
See, they push this down our throat every day on every news program, every article, every school board. It's just crammed down our throats. And I figured I don't really know what they all mean. But that's what they mean. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, trans, and the last one, Q, for questioning, which means you're not familiar, you're not sure yet which way you want to go, I guess.
That's very interesting because I honestly always thought it was queer, but now thinking about it, that's so fucking like rude. You know, why would you say queer? There's already gay in the letters, you know. So
One of these is not like
that's
the
the
other.
famous LGBTQ.
You know they added plus though now.
Did
It's
they?
LGBTQ plus. That means for like future stuff that they haven't added into the.
wow.
So they don't have to replace the.
Is that a fact?
That's a fact. Yeah,
You were sworn in.
Yeah, that's the fact. I've seen it. They don't want to change the flags every year, you know, so they can just add the plus, keep it in for 5 years, and then we'll add letters later.
It's
So
Interesting.
Q got in right under.
Yeah,
under the
he got
gun
in,
right
yeah,
there.
yeah.
And then
We'll
after
we'll have the producers make a note of that, and we'll fact check your what you just said.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, even though you're sworn in,
I'm pretty sure. Like
you walk in 20 minutes late, use the bathroom. Now you want to throw something else into it. The weather today in Austin, Texas, on the dead air number 48. The temperature is 82 degrees. That's 27.8 degrees Celsius. The biometric pressure is 30.06 inches. HG, inches, and the HG means mercury, inches of mercury. The dew point is 61 degrees or 16.1 Celsius. We got to do Celsius for our Canadian friends. You're Canadian?
That's right. Yeah.
When did you leave Canada?
I was very young. I moved to Houston when I was 1.5. So
Wow.
I go back a lot, though.
All the talented actors and comedians are all from Canada. You know, your lineage, what are they? Lineage,
Yeah.
your
Lesbian.
Yeah. I'm questioning.
questioning, yeah, lineage.
lineage is strong.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
I feel like a failure.
And no, it's not a failure. The moon is going to be a waning crescent tonight.
Is it always a waning crescent? It seems like every week it's a waning crescent.
Well, that's what the phone is telling me. I don't know. High tide, we don't do high tide here, Marshall.
No, that's right. Only in Galveston.
And I forgot to tell you, chime in anytime you want. There's nobody can talk. Nobody has the right to tell anybody not to say anything.
Okay.
We don't run that kind of podcast.
Cool.
You know, I went to a podcast once. You sit there for 20 minutes. You don't say nothing while they do all their nonsense.
Yeah.
So why am I on this podcast? I haven't said a word. It's been 20 minutes since this damn thing started. You idiot. So you say whatever you want whenever you want. And we'll shut you down if we have to. Sunset is going to be at 6:36 p.m. You know, Hawaii and Arizona is the only two states that always have daylight savings time. But
They
Senator
don't have daylight savings.
they don't change the clocks
Right, yeah.
back. Arizona and Hawaii, and Senator Rubio from Florida wants to do the same thing.
I think it's a
Florida.
good idea.
Keep it long. I know. Why would you want to make the day shorter? What idiot would want to? I don't care about the farmers. All right? I don't care about the harvest. Everybody goes to Ralph's or HIB or whatever, or Bohack or A&P or Pathmark, wherever you. Oh, in Florida it's Publix or nonsense. No, what's the big store in Houston? Is it HIB?
HEB and Kroger's, yeah.
Kroger's is a big
yeah.
one in Texas,
Yeah.
right? Kroger's in Dallas.
Yeah, Kroger's.
Keeping up with the Dallians.
We don't have any HEB, which broke my heart.
You don't?
No. We don't have HEB, which sucks.
What about Randall's? I was in a Randall's. I liked it.
I don't know. I haven't been to one yet. I saw
It had
one.
the salads. It had the salads. When I went
still?
into HIB near Live Oak, there was no salads. You know where you can get salads?
Oh, yeah.
There's no salads.
I thought they got rid of that. I thought because they said buffets.
Oh, that's why they got
yeah.
rid
Oh,
of
like the salad bar.
Yeah.
No. It's behind the glass case. You tell them you want the
Oh, they
carrot
do.
salad or you want the whatever they got there.
I'm a big fan of the olive bar, though. That's
Oh, you like olives?
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
olives is an acquired taste.
Yeah,
Man,
very
there's
much
so
so.
many different flavors. Over in Manhattan Beach, California, the olive bar is like
huge.
big.
How many kinds of olives are there?
there's a lot.
Insane.
Oh, I thought there were only 2 kinds.
Oh no, there's.
No, that's
How many olives can you eat until you just get uncomfortable?
Ask
like
read
bar
Marshall
sounds like-
Becker.
Yeah, probably.
have a-
I'm saying a pound. A pound?
pound?
Of olives, yeah.
Really?
Then
Jesus,
you're-
that's-
I hate olives.
Really?
It's
more than
definitely an
anything.
acquired taste.
dude, it will.
I love them.
It will ruin a sandwich or like a pizza. for
Yep.
me.
Oh yeah.
Although I
Like,
don't
yeah.
know, black olives on a pizza, it gives you some kind of twang. It's like potato chips. What do you call those? Sour cream and potato chips. I used to not like them, and then I realized you're an idiot. It's like people who don't like tomatoes. Who could not like a freaking tomato on a hamburger? Oh, I don't like tomatoes. Well, then you're stupid. You're stupid. I don't like relish on my hot. I mean, some things just go.
Yeah.
Humidity is 54%, and I can feel it. The ultraviolet's 5. Air quality is 59. Moderate, Zach.
Cool.
Visibility, of course, is always 10 miles, and the chance of rain is 0 inches.
What? It's supposed to rain at 10 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, it's so humid
Tons
out.
of rain. Yeah.
Well, some of these aren't as accurate as I'd like them to be, but I do the best I can. Thanks for finding fault.
I actually have a weather question for the Texas guys. One thing I've noticed from living in Austin a short period of time is how every single day it is crazy windy. Like not just like a little wind. Like is this like a beginning of a tornado coming, or is it always this windy in Texas, or is it just the time of the year is like that?
It's usually worse now just because of the changing weather patterns. Because the cold, changing into warm. That makes variance in the
Hot and
All right,
cold
yeah.
air will cause wind.
Exactly.
Wind disturbance, tornadoes. That's how
right.
we get
That's how we get
tornadoes.
'em.
Zach, did you know that?
I had no idea.
That's what causes a tornado. The different pressure between the man who wants to dance and the man who doesn't want to dance.
You guys ever seen a tornado?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, that's you
Only
see a
on
lot.
television.
Dude, in Dallas, we get like
Yeah.
three a year.
Really?
Like warnings where they'll just be like, just go in your bathtub, just hang out for a little bit. And they're like, all right.
You guys are just okay with that?
Yeah, we just deal with it.
It happens a lot.
Kind of like with Houston with floods. I ask
Yeah.
people, like, do you
You got any
guys.
tattoos?
No tattoos.
Me neither, buddy.
There we
Hey,
go.
that's-
Hey, we can be buried in a Jewish cemetery.
Your body's a temple. You're not supposed to just
Exactly. A Jewish
play with it.
Yeah, tornadoes don't bug me.
Yeah, they're.
They're fucking terrifying. I don't know about y'all.
They haven't bugged you yet.
Sorry.
No, I mean, I lived in Ohio. We had tornadoes all the time. A tornado went by my house once. Once we were coming back from a road trip in school, and a tornado was coming down the highway following us. Like to that point of,
shit.
but it's like I'll take that over having earthquakes, because earthquakes, they don't bother me either. But that constant, like, was that an earthquake, or like you're laying in bed and you feel a jolt? Like I don't like that. I don't like the unknown. I'd rather have some warning.
And tornadoes only screw over a few people, where earthquake screws over.
Yeah, if you live in a trailer park.
Yeah.
They go directly to a trailer park and they fuck it up.
Yeah.
They fuck it up. I don't know
Nature's
what
karma.
it is with a trailer park.
Tornado magnets. Yeah, that's what they call them.
They hate white trash. Tornadoes hate white trash. It's a fact.
I like you. You're very, very. You're happy. You're a happy guy.
Yeah.
It's good. All you guys are happy, but you're the happiest.
I think
You are the happiest.
it's probably because I'm the youngest, maybe.
Yeah, you're
Are you?
naive?
How old are you?
I'm 26.
26, so we're the same.
Hey, but you're happy.
I'm 33.
You're good.
Tony and Dylan Sullivan. When you put those two together, it's like the happiest people in the world. Like they're so positive to be around.
We almost got kicked out of a Denny's because we were just laughing so
Too
hard.
happy.
At like 3 a.m, and they're like, "Are you guys fucking high?" And we're just like, "No, we're just goofing."
You're having a good
Yeah,
time,
we're just
enjoying
having-
life.
yeah.
The laughter's the best. It
Yeah.
really it makes you feel good. Some special things that happened on today's date, on the 11th of February in history. 1888, New York had the Great Blizzard of 1888. Killed 400 people from exposure. I guess a lot of them just froze to death. I guess that's what exposure means. I don't know how else it could happen.
Wow, look at the pictures of this. This is like some.
I have 22 inches of snow, or 550 millimeters. But another cross-reference gave me 55 inches of snow. So I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, which one looks more accurate. I think it's more. Doesn't it look like more than 22 inches?
It looks
Yeah,
like
that
a little
looks-
bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it must be 55 inches.
Yeah, because that's not. There's no snow plows there. That looks like it's straight up.
And
Just
this
a
was
dude with a shovel. He's like, time to go to work.
so that's that was a terrible. And this is another example of February. I mean March. Well, it is March. Yeah, February was the bad month, but March they say comes in like a lion and goes out like a lamb.
It did last night in Los Angeles. They got hail and mudslides. They got snow. Like it was ridiculous.
Yeah,
LA got snow?
Yeah.
Maybe we'll
Jesus.
get that next.
Yeah.
Snow
We do
again?
get hail down here sometimes.
Maybe we'll get the weather
Oh, yeah.
that they got in L.A.
Yeah,
next.
True.
1969, Levi Strauss began selling bell-bottom jeans. Those funny, funky-looking jeans.
Another Jew right there. Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Levi Strauss.
My father was Jewish, but my mother wasn't, so I can't get in. They're really sticklers.
It's a tight club. It is.
Telling you.
It's very difficult.
God, it was my father's sperm. Come on.
Which, genetically they track the Y chromosome. Like, that's how, interestingly enough, for tracing Jewish lineage. Isn't that odd? It's a matriarchal lineage, but it's tracked through the Y chromosome.
And the Y chromosome is the...
For the man, the man, like the fathers. Very interesting.
So they track the male, but they still exclude it?
Yeah, they track the genetic lineage for Jews through men, but you're not actually officially considered a Jew unless your mom is or your mom converts. So,
So you could be born, and then your mom converts, and then you would be Jewish?
I don't know if that's like citizenship. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
I don't know. That I think you would probably have to convert too if you're.
What do you think about this, Zach?
You were looking at him when you said Zach, but I'm assuming...
I'm just trying to involve you in this podcast, Zach. That's all I'm trying
I'm
to
just
do.
a little
trying to get you to communicate
confused how the
a little bit.
chromosomes come into play with the lineage of the...
It's just like, for instance, when they wanted to see if the, they talk about the Ethiopian Jews, so they trace that genetically through the Y chromosome. And
Those
that's
were
how
they were good tippers, I heard.
They were very good.
Very unusual breed of Jew. Very unusual. They overtipped in a lot of cases.
25%.
It's a good day, 30.
You all got
It's a good
good.
day.
You all got good teeth too. All your teeth are even all the way around. My teeth are wearing away on the where I chew.
Really?
Oh yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's
Stop eating
makes
rocks.
me look like makes me look like a vagrant. 1989, Cops, the famous Cops television reality show, makes a TV debut. It went off the air in 2020. It was one of the longest running shows in history, over 1,000 shows. Bad boys, what you gonna do when you come for 100? It was in 104.
Why'd they get rid of it?
It's so sad because all the police riots and stuff like that.
But then they brought it right back. Like, it was 2 months. They're like, Cops is canceled. This is bad. And then people are like, actually, Cops are doing more work right now, so we should bring it back.
Bring it back.
Yeah, I think they were just scared.
Yeah.
To have it.
Dude, it's great. So my family lives in Germany, and anytime my Opa would come visit us, we lived in Kansas at the time, he would turn on Cops and he goes, "Is this a real TV show?" He goes, "This is crazy. They just follow police." And
So
Yeah.
who's in Germany? What part of your family's in Germany?
My mom's side. My mom's like a German citizen, and
You got brothers and sisters
I got one sister.
and two parents that are
Two
still
parents.
married?
No, divorced.
Oh, I'm so
Oh,
sorry.
it's fine. It's
I-
better off that way.
I heard it was. I heard it was an unusual divorce in the fact that they blamed it on you. They couldn't take that laughter.
Yeah, they had to split it up 50-50. They're like, you get the
Reed,
summers.
how about you? Got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, I have. They live in Austin actually. One older brother and a younger stepsister. So,
Stepsister.
Yeah, that's right.
You could fuck those.
Yes, that is.
Yeah, can everybody just get out of Woody Allen's love life? Don't you have your own life and your own family and your own job and your own maintenance in your car and a lot of things that need attention? Woody Allen's love life should be none of your business.
This was some great
If he
film.
did something wrong, he would have been indicted. He would have, I'm not saying he did something right, but I mean, at the end of the day, what do you care?
Yeah. I'm not
Silly American. What do you care?
I don't care.
No, not you. I'm just saying. Saying it. I gotta look someplace.
Yeah, I get it.
You're the biggest guy here, so that's. Yeah, I think you are the biggest guy
I'm a pretty
here.
big boy, yeah.
So they had over 1,000 shows in 140 cities, and they also filmed in London and Hong Kong. But in London, there's no guns, so that was a pretty bad ratings. They didn't have much action going on over in London. In Hong Kong, it
white
was
trash though
Chinese food.
in London.
Yeah, just
Hey, governor.
In 1997, there he goes. Go, boy, go, go, go. And they don't like to get their uniform dirty. It's easier just to...
That's why cops don't wear white.
Jesus.
God, you can't...
At least the people getting arrested are getting a TV credit. That's kind of nice. Like it's better getting arrested
Yeah,
with a TV credit.
some of them, the faces screened out because they didn't sign the release.
Yeah.
Yeah, their Screen Actors Guild card arrives with their fine in the mail.
You get 15 years in jail, but also welcome to the SGA.
And it's true, as you get a little older,
Yeah, welcome to SAG. You piece of shit.
See you in 6 months.
as you get a little older, the cops, they look like 12 years old, too.
That is when you know you're getting older. When
And the baseball players.
Yeah.
Do you feel though like the younger cops are the ones that you have to watch out
Yes.
for?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Like when you see like a young.
Well, that's what I talked to Redban about. They shouldn't, for the first 6 or 7 years on the force, you shouldn't be able to have, you can have a gun, but it's only got blanks. Because you never hear of a veteran of 20 years or 17 years. Mostly, they know how to conduct themselves. They're not as afraid. They're not as trying to save the world. And they're all in the same year parameter. And I guess it all goes back to training. That's what they said. They must be telling him something, and then this when one shoots, then they all shoot. Why don't you just wait till you see what's going on? Can you all just let one guy shoot if one guy needs to shoot? This one shot, and then they all shoot. It's
Pass around the gun, like throw it. Hey, I think I got a clear shot.
But some of them, they do a great job, most of them. There's 99.99% of them are doing a great job. They want to go home in one piece. And who are you going to call when you get in trouble, when you get hit over the head? You're going to call a cop. So they're getting a bad rap.
So I live in a very liberal town, and it was like during the riots, defund the police. And like I had a buddy who was like, we got to get rid of the police. They don't do anything. And then it cut to a few weeks later, we're in my apartment, and we heard gunshots outside. He goes, dude, we have to call the cops. And I was like, no, man.
No.
Let's just go investigate. Go outside.
Yeah.
Let's just go walk outside.
See what's going on.
Yes.
Run towards the gunfire.
Yeah.
You sack of shit.
Yeah.
I hope you're not still his roommate.
No, it was just a friend. Who came
I hope
over.
you
Yeah.
broke up with him.
We're okay.
Did he give you the ring back?
He gave me the ring.
No.
It was.
Did you get the diamond? You get the diamond.
He kept the ring. I kept the diamond.
Fair trade.
Okay. 1997, Paul McCartney is knighted.
Oh.
That idiot.
Did you hear about
The least favorite Beatle, I think. John Lennon, I think, was the favorite Beatle.
Yeah, I liked Harrison a lot.
Oh, of
Harrison
course.
was great.
Very reserved.
I like Yoko.
Did you hear about the article he did in the Rolling Stone where he said all of the Beatles used to masturbate together when they'd write music?
Whoa, on acid?
No.
So they didn't have that excuse?
They would just do it.
Wow.
Together?
Yeah, they'd come together.
That's come together.
That wasn't even that just fell in my lap there. No, but it's true. They were, taking care of each other.
Well, don't knock it till you try it. Thanks, Zach, for bringing us all down on that. Are you calling the Beatles homosexuals? Where is it? Which one was they? It's the G.
It's good harmless.
Should we try it after the show though, just to see maybe our writing techniques get better?
I think we'll get stronger.
Yeah. And
We'll start listening to me.
I just feel like John Lennon can't defend himself. You know what I mean? Like, he just say whatever he wants.
What are you talking about, Paul?
Yeah. That's when you know
Harmless fun.
you've had too many groupies.
It's a weirdo, right?
How do you start that conversation? How does that even start? I don't know.
Fellas, you just want to stay in tonight. I have an idea.
I'll let you know this segment right here is going to be cut out of it. This will not air. I'm not going to have this kind of talk about the Beatles.
Poor Dom Herrera is crying somewhere.
Their first album was called "Please Please Me" too.
Right?
That's a fact.
That could be a stage
Something
man.
there.
You know?
Man, they were like a boy band when they first started. And then they got high.
And today's date, in 2009, Toyota sold over 1 million gas-electric hybrid vehicles.
Wow.
It's a lot of conflict minerals, you know?
And the Prius. What kind of vehicle did you come in today, Tony?
Nissan Altima.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good product.
It's a little 2015.
Good product.
Thank you.
Oh, it's not. Nissan Altima is the one you always rent, and you're like, God damn it, you're on the highway just flooring it. Like, why is the engine not doing? Isn't that the Nissan Altima?
65 miles an hour.
It doesn't have much.
It's just a little bit more affordable than the Toyota brand. And it's still.
And that's
a good,
why if
pretty
I had a
good brand.
Toyota, I would have been here on time. But the Nissan, it kept me a little slow.
Are you mocking me? You don't like me, do you?
No, sir.
Zach, what kind of car do you have?
I got a Mazda M3.
What about you?
We're all going to be on a comedy show tonight, right?
That's right, yeah. I have a Hyundai Sonata hybrid.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I used
I
to drive a
contribute.
Sonata.
Yeah.
And,
They're great cars. That thing's lasted forever. I've driven it across America, 180, almost 90,000 miles.
Wow.
Jesus.
Luxury.
Yeah.
I've added 100 in the past 3 years.
Oh, comedy driving. I didn't realize it would be like, you're all over the place.
Oh yeah.
And today in history, in 2011, they had that giant earthquake and tsunami in Japan of Fukushima.
Oh, yeah.
Was it the one with the?
Nuclear disaster and the meltdown, yes.
They just covered up. They just don't talk about it anymore. Anybody notice that?
It's 20,000 are dead or missing. It was a 9.0. If you go on YouTube, listeners and people out there and everybody in this podcast studio, you'll see some very frightening footage on YouTube about what took place. And water is just so scary. There's nothing more. I'll take an earthquake over a flood. You know, where you're literally running for your life. You're just the water's frigid. It's cold as icicles. It happened in this time of the year. It was snowing, and it was just, you'll see the videos. It's just horrendous. People in cars getting caught. Just a modern day thing you think happens a long time ago. You know, this is really happening. The earth doesn't stop. And it was a 9.0, and it was 38 meters, this water.
That's unbelievable. People have no concept what that means.
12-story building.
That's
Jesus.
across
It sunk a
land.
12-story building.
No, that's how tall the wave
Yeah,
in
the
certain
waves.
places.
Holy.
But it was sneaky. Sometimes it just sneaked up on you. Before you knew it, you were in big bad trouble.
Like
really.
a samurai.
Do you guys remember when that happened? It happened at night in America, and it was very interesting because on Twitter everybody was talking because nobody really knew what was going on, but everybody was communicating about what. And you saw a breakdown between celebrities and normal individuals because everybody was just trying to talk about what's happening. It was really fascinating. And there was one mayor who he built like a 50-foot wall. He got fired for it. They elected somebody else, and that wall ended up saving that city.
Oh, damn.
Really fascinating stuff.
That's not.
Just unbelievable. Look at that. I mean,
Talk about getting lost in the sauce.
and you had to get. Let's make some comedy from the stage manager. Yeah, let's make light of this, Zach. But
Houses are collapsing.
You can hear the screaming in the background.
the plate and just it was you'll see it on YouTube. You'll see all the videos you want of it, as much as you can take.
And it's scary because people would try to go high, like on top of like a house or a building, but then half the buildings would just start floating away. So that you can even like climb to safety because the buildings were just like being washed away.
Damn.
Terrifying.
That's nuts, man. The world is a crazy place.
Could you imagine just seeing that come in? Just for the first time, you see that, and you see because it's all the debris and everything. Whole cars like being carried in.
Even boats were subject to terrible outcomes.
I don't trust boats.
I hate boats.
I hate boats.
Me too.
Like just
Yeah, let's go on a cruise. Let's be locked up on a boat with 3,000 or 5,000 other people.
just
Right?
a big wave comes. Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
And like half of them just sink these days. Nobody knows why. Like remember that Italian cruise?
Remember the
ship?
one? Remember the
Yeah.
tsunami in Thailand? Remember the videos of that in
Oh,
Phuket?
yeah.
That's
We're
another one you can look up, ladies and gentlemen. Phuket, the tidal wave in Phuket, when they had an earthquake in Indonesia.
Didn't that kill like 250,000 people? Right? Some crazy.
I
could
think
be
there
wrong.
was quite a bit of casualties. Yeah, people didn't. It sneaks up on you, and before you know it, oh yeah, the tide came out. Remember in Thailand, the tide went out, so you could walk out. And people were like, "Wow, what's going on?"
Oh
But-
yeah, it sucked it out like.
Right.
And then, yeah, that's right. And then
and
that's
the same thing happened here in Fukuoka, Japan as well.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
this-
this is here it comes. I mean, it's just like
Would there be floods in Los Angeles because you guys are by the beach or no?
There's a fault line that like runs up the northern part of the coast, so like
Okay.
San Francisco would be screwed, but below that
You're
they're
pretty
fine.
Okay. Huh.
Unless
this is Phuket,
That's nuts, man.
and it just it's just you got to climb a tree, and the people in the hotels thinking it's okay, and before you know it, it just you're running for your life. You're running for your life.
Yeah, we don't have enough of that here. Like we get like freezes and stuff, but we don't have like things that remind us how how crazy the world is.
My brother Bruce wants California to fall into the ocean.
He wants it.
Yeah, he has different political views.
I
and-
can, yeah.
He's a real estate investor in Nevada or something.
He says hello, by the way, Brian.
Oh, hey.
He always says, "How's Redban? How's Brian?" I said, "Oh, he's fine."
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that debris. Just
Yeah, the debris will kill you or smother you if not the water temperature. Or the,
Oh Jesus.
That chick's dead.
I remember somebody talking about what it was like being in the water in the debris. He said it was like one of those old school 80 games where you're like dodging everything, like Frogger or something.
I was in Bear Mountain growing up, and for some reason, I don't know why, I jumped in the swimming pool, and it was the deep end, and I wasn't trained to swim. Somebody grabbed me out, but it's just so frightening,
Water's insane. Man.
Yeah, water's no
Water's-
joke.
Have you-
Water's no joke.
Have you ever tried? You like jump in and you try to go back out, and then you're just going out and you're realizing it's starting to go black because you're just inhaling so much water, and then you're like, "Come on, just 3 more pumps, 4 more pumps." That happened. Yeah.
That happened to you?
Yeah. Where you're just like, because I'm not a strong swimmer either, and I jump in off a diving board, and I'm just like,
Don't you float?
I was thin back then. I was thinner.
That's why I'm not particularly interested in going scuba diving either. For that reason, it's just
Yeah.
too dicey.
do it in VR.
Especially sharks and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a water fan.
Is there a tsunami VR experience?
Oh yeah, there's probably there's everything.
That sounds like fun.
Oculus is working on that next. man.
Feel the terror without the.
And the last thing I want to bring up for on today's date in 2020. So that was 10 years ago today that earthquake hit Japan. Man, they get hit hard. That's the Ring of Fire. Was today in history, the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 was a pandemic. Wow. And how they classify a pandemic is when it affects a whole country or the world.
I was gonna say, whenever the Chinese say so. Sorry, is that too much? Did I go too far?
Is Sam under the table giving you notes?
Yes. I love Sam's crazy conspiracy ideas, dude. It's
Oh yeah,
the
I've been
best.
on his production.
Oh,
once,
he's
yeah.
the best. Yeah, Sam is. I love that him and Eddie have really open minds. I don't care about aliens or flat. I find it interesting, but I'm more worried about like Federal Reserve and corrupt politicians and shit like that. So I stick lower to the ground.
Yeah, the flat Earth shit.
I like to bring
This
gifts.
doesn't matter to me.
Gifts for our guests.
Oh wow.
These is you guys travel a lot being entertainers.
Thank you.
You can always use these little amenity kits.
Philippine Airlines.
You just have a box of those?
I just have this image of you in the Philippines doing gigs now.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Thank you. Oh, this is great.
At least you're not Taiwan.
This is for you, Brian. This is from the Clear people.
Oh, I have. I have one of these. Great.
I didn't need to go to Clear, but I went anyway just to make sure the machine is still working.
Yeah, I love. Are you a Clear member?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I'll sign up for everything.
Me too.
I don't have children.
Yeah.
I can sign up for every damn thing there is.
It Clear's the best. Clear's the best because you literally just have to scan your eyeball and then you just ditch everybody.
I do TSA pre.
Yeah, TSA Pre's good. The difference is with Clear is you don't even have to take your license out of your pocket.
Really?
And you jump in front of everyone, where TSA Pre you still usually have to wait in line and stuff.
Interesting. With TSA pre, if you have a kid, because I fly my kid like here or to Houston and then back to Chicago. So yeah, I get to take him in like that.
Yeah, they used to let you take in anyone if you buy a plane ticket with somebody else. They would always add the TSA Pre to them also, but they just took that away recently.
Yeah, I got TSA pre-check, Clear, global entry. I
need to
them
get
all.
global entry. I haven't got that
What's
yet.
global entry?
It's TSA Pre for the rest of the world.
Don't tell them.
Yeah.
That's how you get these good Philippines.
These socks right
Oh yeah, there you go.
They're attached.
They're not
What?
bad.
Is that a
These are Philippine
How is the
socks.
homeless problem in Houston?
Oh, it's I don't know if it's as bad as Austin per capita.
So you think Austin's kind of rough down
Austin's?
there?
Well, I mean, it's always been a mecca for homeless people.
A homeless guy
and
stole my
artists.
girl the other night. I was walking down 6th Street.
That's not good.
Flirting with her.
Houston.
That's not good though. If he won,
Yeah.
if she's like, you know what, I have a better chance with
What
him,
about
Zach.
what about Dallas, Tony?
So-
What's going on over there in Dallas?
So it turned out Dallas was buying bus tickets for a lot of homeless people.
To California,
California to Austin, and so
one-way bus tickets.
just one way, and they're like, "Hey, Austin's better, man. It's cooler, live
Wow.
music."
Liberals.
So yeah, it turned out
And who wouldn't want to get on a bus? It's
Yeah.
warm, you know. You know.
my
That's
buddy
what New York
Daniel
did.
in Denton, they had a homeless shelter. So, or it was an animal shelter, but they turned that into a homeless shelter so they could build a bigger animal shelter down the street. So the animal shelter in Denton, Texas is way nicer and more high tech than the homeless shelter.
I mean, are you surprised?
It's just crazy. It's just fucking nuts.
They're both animal shelters.
There is shit everywhere.
No, it's crazy, man.
I heard Houston got it really bad.
I'm on the
after
record
Katrina.
for not commenting on that comment. Nobody can blow back and tell me I responded to anything in the last. Oh, we'll just cut it out. We'll just cut it out. We'll just edit the shit out of this podcast because of you. Because of you. Some interesting items of interest today. This is a part of the show that we do items of interest. Guys, you can chime in anytime you want. And this is Redban's he lives for this.
Yeah.
He just really does. The first one is great. This is National Parks have rolled out a new welcome mat to special groups or visitors. As of November 2020, both veterans and Gold Star families and any guest traveling in the same vehicle can visit national parks, wildlife refuges, and thousands of other public lands managed by the Department of Interior free. Very
cool.
good. That's a great thing. There's some new laws that should be in your town, but these I think are from California. They said slow down, move over when you see a flashing disabled vehicle on the freeway, which I do anyway.
Yeah, I thought
I
that
put
was
my
the law.
emergency flashes on, and I try to move over. Unless I see you in the car.
I try to get as close as possible just to scare them a little bit.
They don't do it in Los Angeles though. They just they ignore all those ambulances and stuff and police. I'm always the guy pulling over because that's how I was trained. But everyone start honking their horns at me and shit. They don't care. They're crazy. They're crazy out there.
Let him die. I got an audition to get to. I'm the third lead in CSI Miami. Let him die.
I drove to Mardi Gras one time, and there was an ambulance. You know that huge, long waterway bridge that they have? It's like 32 miles.
How long did it take you to get from Houston to the Mardi Gras?
Oh, it takes forever. It'll take like, especially right towards the weekend, towards the Tuesday especially. You're talking about double, maybe triple the amount of time. So 9 hours, 8 hours, 7 hours.
People don't realize how big this country is.
Oh.
People that don't leave their hometown for their whole life, they don't realize how just huge.
And how it changes. Like you'll drive 8 hours and you're like, oh, this is a completely different country, even though it's still
true.
America.
Yeah.
And that's what I love about like just hitting the road. It's just like, oh, this place exists.
Yeah.
Like
When we went to Miami, I felt like it was a third world, like a different world. Like, I felt like I was in Brazil or something.
Yeah.
Even in Texas, though, you can go like a few towns over. You're in a completely different place.
Oh, have you ever driven through there's up a little bit north of Houston, there's like the Sam Houston National Forest, right? And there'll be these small towns, like 300 people live in the woods in Texas. You know, it's very Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I always tell minorities, don't go to towns with more trees than people. That's what I would avoid.
they call those sundown cities.
Yeah,
now.
yes,
They
yeah.
call that sundown
Oh, yeah,
city.
get
If
out,
you're a
get
minority, you should get out before the
Is
sun
that
drops.
true? I
Yeah,
never
yeah.
heard that.
Yeah.
Sundown cities.
We did a gig with my buddy LaRon. He's an awesome comic now, but
Rest in peace.
we told him we're going to the city to perform. He goes, man, right after the gig, we fucking leaving.
Yeah, you're leaving.
We're
Wow.
getting the cash and we are leaving. And like he literally sat in the back, just
That's that's a terrible thing to hear in America, but you know,
But
what are you going to do? You know, if that's the way people still
dude,
think.
they even treat me because I'm kind of like a flamboyant kind of character. They're like, "What are you doing here, you LGBT?"
They're like, you questioning here? What's
you
going
questioning?
on?
Like I had a guy once. I walked into this bar gig and he goes, "Nice shoes," and I was like, "Oh, they are nice." And then he goes, "Yeah, I don't want them. Give them to me." And I was like, "Oh, I kind of need them."
Can I walk, please?
Oh yeah. I'm even
That's
intimidated.
that's crazy.
Makes you want to pack. just to.
Oh yeah, that's what they do in Texas. Yeah,
Do you have a gun so far since you moved
No.
here?
You got to get one. It's the
Yeah,
best.
that's what everybody tells me. I drove all the way from L.A. without a firearm.
Jesus.
You're brave.
One time I was driving with my cousin in the U-Haul. He was coming to Texas. He was one of those job shoppers. And he had a gun in his sock in the glove box of the U-Haul truck. And I opened it up and I saw it. And I said, "Is it loaded?" And he gave me a rash of shit. He said, "Is it loaded? Of course it's loaded. What's good is the gun if it's not loaded?" I felt like, but I wasn't. My father never gave us even toy guns growing up on Long Island. If I wanted to use a gun, I had to use the neighbor's toy gun.
The neighbor's real gun.
I knew right where it was.
You just put a bunch of dirt on your hand and make it black since I point it. You know?
AB 2717 permits a person to take reasonable steps to remove a child trapped in a motor vehicle. So that's good, and they're not going to,
You had to leave them beforehand.
Yeah.
It was
Let 'em
terrible.
rot.
Yeah.
Wish I could do something about
Well, everybody's
it, but
worrying about getting sued, so they don't do anything. So now that you don't have to worry about getting sued.
I want to save this child's life.
I can see it suffocating.
And this is another good one. This is for the veterans as well. AB 2141 authorizes the DMV to waive the knowledge test for obtaining a commercial driver's license for military veterans who have received the same military training. So if you can drive a tank in the military, you really need to take a test to drive anything?
That's a good point.
You shouldn't drive a car like a tank, though.
Where
Holtzman.
is my...
That's
It'd
a bad
be cool,
idea.
though.
It would
Really
be really cool.
Where is my paper with my names? What is your name?
Tony.
Tony.
Yes, sir. Also, when you said it's all your fault, just it reminded me of what my father said during the divorce. So I appreciate you bringing that up.
Yeah,
It's all your fault.
It could have been. You could have had something to do with it. That's not the first time. Some married people say, I can't live with this person.
Yep.
You mean
How-
talking about my ex over here? What's going on?
How many years were you married?
We were together what was it? We were married 9, together 13. So.
Damn.
Was it apical?
It was. I mean, it was, and then I was like, "Let's work on work it out," and she's like, "No." So, not really.
My brother Bruce was married for 22 years.
Yeah.
And his wife was having sex with Carmine. I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe I even shouldn't be talking like this.
You're dropping names.
But if I was married to my brother Bruce, I'd fuck Carmine too. Anyway, so it wasn't really his fault, and so I tell him, how you can get your wife back? Get on your knees and apologize for everything that you did. He doesn't take too kindly to that.
Did he do it or no?
No.
Also, that doesn't work. That doesn't work. So, just in case you're wondering. Just for future, I know you younger gentlemen.
I'm glad that got a laugh. So now if I'm challenged about that from my family members, I can say,
It's a joke.
Killed on my podcast.
how old do you think Melissa McCarthy is?
35.
Who's Melissa McCarthy?
35? The actress, the weight-challenged actress. You can't say fat anymore.
Oh, Melissa. Okay, yeah.
Bridesmaids and stuff. 39.
41.
38.
Okay, she's 50.
What?
Wow.
Actress notes that age makes you wiser, funnier, and smarter. Bullshit! Bullshit! When you can't tie your own laces because you cracking toilet seats every 5 minutes. Yeah, that sounds like fun to me. How about Antonio Banderas?
He's been here for
I'm gonna go 52.
65.
I was going to go 65 too.
58.
60.
Okay.
Spanish actor has said that being bilingual expands your mind. I have enough trouble with my own language, thanks. Damon Wayans.
I'm gonna go 63.
58.
55.
49.
60.
Wow.
Comedian and Emmy nominee calls the time he spends with his grandkids candy and fun.
Candy and fun.
Yeah,
You
if
could
you
say
like
that
kids.
with
If you like kids. Not everybody likes kids. All right? It's just the way it is. Not everybody thinks hanging out with kids is the greatest effing thing in the world. I think one at a time is the max.
Yeah.
Once they get in little groups, and those where I live now, it's a lot of high-pitched, squeaky voices.
You got a lot of kids in that neighborhood?
A lot of kids. Everybody's got a puppy.
Almost ran everyone.
Hey, how funny was Damon Wayans though? I mean, did you see his HBO special? Did you guys ever see that? One of the funniest specials I've ever seen in my
Really?
entire life.
I'll have to check that out on YouTube.
Oh, it's. I think hands down one of the funniest people I've ever seen.
Damon Wayans was in the drill. What was it? Where he played the drill sergeant.
Sergeant
Major
Payne.
Payne,
Yeah, Major Payne. That's a great movie.
Oh, that whole family's talented.
Yeah.
Living Color, the whole thing.
And they'll let you know.
I saw him at the Ha doing a pop-in once. I was like, wow, that's a lot of off-white clothing.
How about Fred Flintstone?
He's not real.
The cartoon character.
It's like the 50s or 60s, yeah?
It's like 100
I'd
years
say
old.
65.
He's a caveman. He's literally thousands of years old.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna go. So it's probably in the 60s, right? So that's 60. Let's go 60 years old.
You got it.
Wow, look at that.
Bedrock and his buddy Barney were early pinchmen for Winston cigarettes. Okay, Bill Murray.
He's got to be 67.
72.
70.
78.
You got it, Zach.
70?
70.
He's great, dude.
And Raquel Welch, bombshell who has been divorced 4 times, has said, I don't have to have a man. No, because nobody can take your nonsense.
4 times is
You don't deserve a man.
I can't take your nonsense.
Let's 68. Probably older actually.
75 again? Let's go.
You want to
75?
guess again?
Yeah, I'm gonna put in 70s. I'm gonna go 73.
80.
Are you looking over my shoulder on this paper?
No, I swear to God.
I want to know if you're looking over my shoulder on this paper.
I've never even heard of this woman before.
Go ahead.
I've never heard of her either. I'd say 78.
80.
Okay, cool.
80 questionable.
That's one man for every 20 years.
She was a
not bad.
smoke show back
Not
in her
bad.
day.
It's
Like
good.
really, really pretty.
Well, the camera liked her,
Yeah.
but in real life, she was a heifer. She was a heifer. All right, so I guess I don't know how much time we're going to have for 10 questions, and this has been really a fun podcast so far. I've enjoyed Zach and Mr. Marshall.
That's right.
And Redban, but it's really been great. I don't know. I guess we have time for some items of interest. 10 questions are also a lot of fun, too. I get carried away with the items of interest, too.
Yeah.
What's our time limit?
We don't really have a time limit, but I don't like to go over 2 hours. 3 California boys have been expelled from Catholic school because their mother posts risque photos on an OnlyFans channel. OnlyFans is a non-public site with access restricted to paying customers. But when other moms told officials at Sacramento's Sacred Heart Parish School about Crystal Jackson's photos, is that her?
Yeah.
I love
She's
it.
all right.
I love
attractive.
I love it when he pulls it right up.
I just feel bad though nowadays because I know some people that are moms and OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Like kids in high school are ruthless, and if they find nudes
Oh, I
of your
know.
mom, like that's gonna be.
I think that's hot though. But you should like what's their OnlyFans so we can look at it.
Like, ask your mom for a discount code.
Yeah, that's a rough one. That's not.
Yeah, imagine being in bed at 2 a.m. and you get a text from your friend and it's just
Right.
like your mom, and you're like, Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, if
your
she's
mom.
gonna,
That would not be.
Let's have my mom. Let's have my mom. Let's have my mom. Burn your house down.
yeah, you'd have to like give your kids like if you were getting OnlyFans money, you'd have to get them into jujitsu because they're gonna be dealing with some real problems.
Yeah.
That's not because nobody will talk shit about your mom being hot if you can beat the crap out of them.
The pandemic has caused a surge in the number of men wearing makeup. With men spending hours scrutinizing their faces on Zoom calls, Google searches for men's makeup have soared nearly 80% from 2019. Sales of men's cosmetics are booming. People are already saying, I look younger in my videos, says realtor and makeup user Ben Dixon, 42. Get a grip, Ben, will you?
Well, let me tell you this much, okay? I used to be the general manager of an Ulta beauty store in
Shit.
Los Angeles, so I know shit about makeup. I can color match, and I can tell you, men don't need makeup. They just need shine powder and something to clean their face.
They just need more complicated things than regular
All I
makeup.
need is hand cream, if you know what I mean. I always like hand cream. It's always good to have hand cream handy. You never know when you need to just take care of business.
Do you have some with the socks?
You'll have to check the contents of that, Tony,
So
Anthony, whatever the fuck your name is. We must have been hard up for guests on this episode. I don't know how you slipped into this podcast. What's going on? After the Japanese government asked China to stop testing Japanese tourists for COVID using anal swabs.
Anal.
did you hear about they did 50 people on the ambassador's staff?
What a crazy planet, Redban. I tell you, it's a fucked up place to live.
They did it
I
for
think China's
free.
just pushing it. I think they're just pushing it. You know,
Putting,
they did 50 employees under the ambassador, U.S. ambassador to China. They
Anal swabbed them?
Anal swabs multiple times. That is a news item. That's for real.
do you have to do it yourself?
No, you get it done to you.
Oh.
Because
Because now the COVID test in the mouth, you can just do
You
it
just
yourself.
spread. You just spread.
You just spread. And they're like, that
Spread
felt
them
pretty.
cheeks.
That felt pretty big. And they're like, oh, the swab's next.
Amazon tweaked the look of a button on its new iPhone app following complaints it looked like a smirking Adolf Hitler.
Stupid.
What? People just have too much time on their hands and they're not minding their business.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you take a smirking Adolf versus an angry Adolf though?
Yeah,
Kinda
happy
does.
Adolf. When he's in the late 20s.
Here's the one right here.
What?
So that's what it originally was. By the way, when they put this up, when they changed this icon, I think it's horrible. Like if you look at your iPhone now just looks like, what's this cardboard box on my screen?
Right.
It looks shitty.
That looks like a gay Hitler with the blue.
They could have. I don't think so. I mean, that's a reach. I mean, Hitler's looks like Hitler. I mean,
Yeah.
why would you go there? Who are these?
Hitler.
I actually have a gay Hitler joke. So, you're right. It does look like gay Hitler.
I love how they put a picture of Hitler right next to it. So, like it kind of looks similar.
A far right wing news network ran a segment accusing Champ, President Biden's 12-year-old German Shepherd, of looking dirty and unpresidential.
Jesus.
People don't want to grow up, man. They don't want to grow up. They don't want to be adults.
Didn't that dog bite somebody too? Wasn't
You
that the
guys
same
are
dog?
comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like school children.
Yeah. I get going after his.
Gives a shit about the dog.
Yeah. I
Why are
get
you
going
bringing
after
up
his
the dog?
policy.
They always talk about that shit. It's better than talking about not getting stimulus checks. There's always
And
fucking
that is
fluff.
a dirt. Look at him. He is in the mud though. So
Piece of shit. Look
I-
at those.
it's a dirty.
beautiful-
That is a dirty
worthless
dog.
dog.
You know.
Look at those trees. Nice trees.
It's a liberal dog if I ever.
Yeah, he's fucking just hanging out. He's not working. He just wants a handout. Fucking dogs. All they want is handouts.
Does that dog get his stimmy package too?
Steve Vai, V-A-I. This guy is a guitarist who held a note for 20 minutes, and now he needs his thumb operated on. Does anybody know about this guy?
No.
What?
Steve V-A-I is his last name. He says after rocker guitarist needed finger surgery because he held the same complex chord for 20 minutes in a practice session. I had to put my thumb in this really weird position, explained the former Frank Zappa protege, now 60.
Oh, that's cool though.
Gave himself arthritis. What was he practicing for? Holding a note for 20 minutes, annoying everybody.
That's a good point. Yeah.
I don't know.
Like that doesn't sound like a good show to me.
No, he was
Yeah,
on
that sounds
heroin.
horrible.
looking.
It's a cry for help.
Yeah, it's
So did he work with Frank Zappa, or was he just? 'cause
He was working with him in some capacity.
That's awesome.
Said a protege, right?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
After this guy, Scott Green from California, is a plastic surgeon attempting to zoom into a traffic court appearance with an anesthetized patient laying unconscious behind him. I have another surgeon right here. Green told an unconvinced commissioner, Gary Link. It's another name, Link. Mr. Link, L-I-N-K, who insisted on rescheduling the hearings.
what a sociopath.
Those guys are.
Hey, I'm gonna
animals.
put somebody under real quick, and then
Just
let's do this. Just do the Zoom meeting. We're fine. I give him double the dose. It's fine.
Link Neal.
That's crazy. That's crazy, Tom.
Oh, this is a good one. A refugee fighting to stay in the U.S. won $620,000 on the World Poker Tour. Ilyas Maroni, 32, was born in Afghanistan amid devastating unrest. Yeah, I'd say so.
They're taking all our jobs.
Hey, he sounds like a good taxpayer to me. $600,000. There you
Look
go.
at that. Is that something else?
That's pretty
Whoa.
cool.
Is that something?
That's science right there.
Sticky.
That's right.
Such bullshit. I hate it. It's like dew. I hate dew. God, do I hate dew. You get dew in Texas?
You ever do the
All
do?
the time. Constantly.
No, really, dew is just so stupid. You know, if it's raining and everything's wet, that's
Yeah.
one thing. But dew is like,
It's like the Lion King.
yeah, oh, the lion
That morning
king,
bullshit,
the
yeah.
talking lion. So he won a poker. He won all this money. So good for him.
Oh man,
I feel like I'm
those are intense to watch.
having
those
so much
poker.
fun already. I'm
Yeah.
running out of time for these. Oh, here's one out of Canada. This is one for you out of
Okay.
Ottawa.
Ottawa. Okay, I got people there.
Who's over there?
Just
Some friends?
yeah,
No?
family. I got a ton of family. It's all Scottish, Irish, and Jewish.
You just want to be in every conversation, don't you?
No, I'm just,
No. I want to know the truth. Is it true?
if
No, I was talking to. I was talking to Mr. Marshall.
I just said,
All right, I take it back. Walk it back.
thank you, Brian.
This is for you, buddy. This is Canadians are complaining about a mysterious change to their butter. It's too hard and won't soften at room temperature. So and 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 so tweeted about the problem in late December, and complaints soon spread across social media. Cookbook author so and so and so and so tweeted that her butter was rubbery, adding, "Something is up with our butter supply." The culprit, it turns out, is a palm oil in dairy feed, which farmers use to boost cows' milk output. Because of a huge 2020 increase in butter use, as Canadians baked through the pandemic, farmers turned to palm fat to meet surging demand. A dairy trade group has asked milk producers to stop using palm fat while this issue is studied. Yeah, they think they can just change the product. Stupid. Just leave it the way it is. I don't care about the supply.
What is
Everybody loves butter. It's a special, it goes, we all love butter.
You got to
But
be
it's-
able to spread it.
palm tree fat in Canada?
They would.
Does anybody have a problem with this?
I couldn't believe it when I went to Indonesia from on the bus in where was I? Malaysia. Oh, they cut all the forest down to plant these big palm trees, mile after mile after mile after mile. So palm oil is like they use it for every damn thing, and including messing up the butter.
The Canadian butter.
God, that
I just you don't hear about this anywhere else. Just Canada. Just that's where they have the palm oil. That is the what? Those
Did you know that if you take the Land of Lakes and you like cut it a certain way and fold it, it looks like she has tits. Like that's actually the box. Like it's like a way to cut the box and then you fold it up, and then that's actually her knees that look like her tits.
Wow.
Wow, that's
I'm
pretty accurate.
so upset that they got rid of her before I got to do that.
I know.
Oh, is she gone?
Yeah, now it's
Oh,
just
you
an
kidding
empty
me?
field
What's
with
the-
no Native American girl.
But she's sweet.
Well, why, how is that bad? Though?
It was
I'm
offensive
like,
to have her, so we got rid of them. It's kind of just history repeating
that's,
itself.
That's crazy. I don't know.
And
why
Aunt
it's-
Jemima's getting rid of,
Yeah.
and
Still working on it.
put her potato head is now non-gender. California made a rule. Listen to this, Brian, that the toy stores are going to have to rearrange their displays of toys. I mean, talk about a
So there's
regular-
not boy and girl sections, and they're doing it to supposedly they're going to do that to clothing also. So when you go to a clothing store like Target, it's just going to be clothing section. It's not going to be like men's
boys
clothes
or girls,
yeah.
men's boy. I don't. They just want to
People are just
complicate
gonna shop
everything.
My thing is just like buy what you want. Just buy if you want to wear a dress, go with the girl set. Like I
the-
don't care.
It's like the nanny state. Yeah, they want to. People. If people can't find the clothes that they need to wear without rearranging stuff. Dr. Seuss is on this slide too now.
Yeah, I miss him.
Yeah, that.
That big fiasco. It just
I wrote a poem about Dr. Seuss. Yeah, about what's going on with him. I'm not going to do it for you.
No?
No.
You can if you want.
I'll do it. Hold on.
Blue balled us with this poem.
Yeah, I like poetry.
All right.
We're all
I did it on my
artists here.
show the other
Poetry's
day.
good.
I'm keeping an eye on you.
I know. Yes, sir.
Do you like poetry?
Oh yeah, I have a book. Poetry's pretty cool. After you read it, you know it's an art to be able to string words together and make poetry. Yeah, I don't hate poetry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I try to make it funny. Yeah, so Dr. Seuss is racist and vile, they say, and in all his books, not one character was gay. No Zims, no Zers, only cis hims and hers. Not one Jewish clown, no trans women in gowns. Only patriarchy, white supremacy, and misogyny. All the worst things are here. Like an 80s Schwarzenegger movie. Oh, I fucked it up. Sorry. Burn this book, the mob says. Damn childhood, damn jest. We know it's best for your boy. It's hormones and fake breasts. That's right.
Very good.
Not bad, right? All right, thank you. I know.
So Dr. Seuss is being pulled by the people that own Dr. Seuss.
That's crazy.
Wait,
it was the star-bellied sneetches that live on the beaches. Did you guys ever read that book?
The blue ones or the green ones?
Well, it was. Exactly right. So that's the thing. Like it was about how some had stars on their bellies and some didn't. So then this guy comes along, makes a machine that gives you a star belly, and so then the ones who originally had the star belly wanted to get rid of their stars, so they got in a machine that took out the stars, and then it just got crazy. But it's just obviously about the ridiculousness of so that they're saying it's racist when it's completely the opposite. It was one of the most memorable books I had from my childhood.
You're not allowed to think about racism anymore.
Yeah, you can't. It just
But like Mr. Potato Head, like who's
Who's behind it all, though? I want to know who's behind it.
The blacks.
I want to meet the. No, I want to meet someone that sees a Mr. Potato Head doll and go, "I fucking hate
Yeah,
this.
I
Is
don't get that,
pissing me
Again, I
off."
want to be on the record and not commenting on any of the comments.
Did you know Dr. Seuss actually had like some sexy books also? There was one called The Seven Lady Godivas, and it was about 7 naked women. And yeah, look at that.
See, and that's body positivity.
yeah, he's
Before
he's
it was
in all
cool.
types.
I want the one on the right.
Yeah, which
braid.
one would you take? I would take
Definitely
the one on the left.
the
Very
far
far
left?
left.
Very far left, because look how that butt looks like a fake ass.
It's a little too low though.
Well, that's true.
I like the redhead.
Redhead's that's a little freaky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
perky.
perky. Yeah.
Yeah, and
You'd see her at like a punk club.
yeah, exactly. She
Yeah.
has
Throwing
attitude,
that
but
ass in a
loving.
circle.
It's
Like
yeah.
a real big fish concert.
Yeah.
Brian, which one would you take?
I'd interview them all first and question them and pick out the most intelligent, most deep thinker.
Okay.
So that's Dr. Seuss. Dr. Seuss Enterprises, the company that oversees the licensing and publication of Dr. Seuss book this week, would stop publishing 6 titles that portray people in ways that are harmful and wrong. Well, that's up to debate. The announcement follows a review by a panel of experts. Who are the experts? The Knicks titles, which include And to Think That I Saw It on Mulberry Street, On Beyond Zebra, Elliot's Pool, and Scrambled Eggs. Well,
Scrambled eggs.
Cat in the Hat was a famous one.
That was a good one.
Oh god! Now we can see their faces. I changed my. Yeah.
Well, that's why you have a light switch.
I'll go to the girl on the second to the right.
Yeah, I agree. I think so. I'm pretty sure that's my original girl, so I'm sticking with her.
Here's one out of Texas. President Biden issued a major disaster declaration for Texas this week and vowed during a visit to the state that the federal government would help to recover and rebuild over the long haul. The declaration allowed federal resources to flow to 126 counties battered by the once-in-a-generation polar vortex that knocked out almost 185 power plants and left 4 million people without power for days. Meanwhile, lawmakers began investigating how shrunken capacity sent wholesale energy prices surging more than 400%. I wouldn't pay it. Yes, average. It's a big problem.
Yeah, did you see his speech? Anybody see that one when he was in Texas? So he came after everything got warm again, and then he came down to Houston, and he forgot about halfway through what he was talking about. I like it. Yeah. Yes, Yes, not good to have a dementia patient with their finger on them.
They're fun though.
It's hey, you know
They're
what?
fun. Like my grandpa had
America can
dementia
get
before he
anything.
passed. It was like the highlight. It was fun.
I'm chilling as long as they keep sending us some more money. That's
Yeah.
all I
Well, there
care
you go.
about.
Lady Gaga's 2 stolen French bulldogs were found tied to a pole in Los Angeles alley last week, miles from where the 2 men shot her dog walker and grabbed the dogs. So the pop star 34 was in Italy at the time of the robbery and offered $500,000 reward for the return of her bulldogs. It was unclear whether the woman who found them would collect. Got to be careful in L.A.
I didn't know dog walker
Also,
was going to be that kind of job.
Why not $500,000 to find the man's murderers?
No, she doesn't care.
No, he's okay. He's going to survive. He got
Oh.
shot in the chest, but he didn't die.
Okay, good for him.
And You want to hear about Lynch, David Lynch?
Oh, I
I
love
love
David
David
Lynch.
Lynch, yeah.
Huge fan. Eraserhead.
David Lynch might be the most industrious man in Hollywood, said so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so. Through best known to the creator of the cult TV series Twin Peaks and the director of surreal and often terrifying films, Lynch has quietly assembled a far larger body of work over the past half-century. He's recorded albums, drawn a long-running comic strip, and designed furniture, painted and created what he calls kits, disassembled animal carcasses that people can put back together using Lynch's
You had
instructions.
me till that last part. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. He has a fascination with animals, though.
He says he has been living a farmer's life during the pandemic. This morning I woke up at 3:04 a.m. Then I have my coffee and take a few smokes out on the deck before practicing transcendental meditation for 20 minutes, a tradition he's maintained for twice a day for 47 years. Next, he shoots a daily YouTube weather report from his Los Angeles home before moving on to his latest project. Whatever he may be, recently he designed a urinal that swings out from under the sink in his studio.
Of course. Classic.
It's
David
just
Lynch.
a bucket.
By the way, that's interesting you brought this up because I recently found this out that he does a daily weather report, and it reminds me of when you do it, and it's so interesting at him doing that. It's like, here it is right here, today's one, which is...
Here in L.A., sunny morning right now, a slight breeze blowing, 43 degrees Fahrenheit, around 6 Celsius.
He's ripping me off!
How high is this
It
guy?
looks like we're going to be
He's baked.
enjoying a whole bunch of things. Some heavy clouds, some partly cloudy.
He talks like an old
Some
man talking to his
sunshine.
grandkids.
It's like
on the
he's
phone.
telegraphing it.
From the ether, yeah. Just pulling it in.
He's like, I want sunshine today.
All these things
He's a
happening
trip, man.
His
to entertain us all along the way. Everyone, have a great day.
Dude, he had a great interview once where they're like,
That's nice.
for someone who's so anti-corporate, why do you do car commercials? And he just looks at her and he goes, I like money.
Yeah. He sounds like a 1950s teletype reader. You know what I mean? He's like telling you what's going on in the war.
I don't know whether it was Bob Dylan or Neil Young or somebody was asking somebody about selling out. And I think Bob Dylan told him, or somebody said, or was it the other guy? Anyway, he said, what the hell difference does it make? Who cares?
Yeah.
You know, what do
Yeah.
you care? Who's going to take you to task for selling out? You
No.
just tell them, get off my property.
You know,
Get off my ranch, you idiot, you know? Who cares? So,
Ma-
oh, there he is.
Nice.
He looks cool, huh?
Early morning clouds and fog.
he looks great.
What's he got was that a wrench thing? Or what is that?
Very
Oh,
still
yeah, that's
right
his
now.
workshop or something.
Why does he have
Around
a-
57 degrees
got a vice grip?
Fahrenheit,
Vice grip, that's
14
what-
Celsius.
I'm looking forward to seeing you guys perform tonight. We're going to have a great
Oh,
show.
yeah.
yeah.
Fun
It's
show,
going to be
man.
an awesome time.
Around 27.
No, he has a
degrees
new movie on
Celsius.
Netflix where it's just a guy who interviews a monkey, like a little monkey, and he voices the monkey, and it's very cool. Like it's like a short 20-minute. Oh
Well,
yeah, True Love
His
Song.
style, his Eraserhead style, his first movie, it reminds me of a DMT trip.
Oh yeah,
Hardcore imagery, the black and white imagery especially, very DMT. I mean, I think that's why he's very into meditation and shit like that.
For any chicken. Am I all alone here?
My brother Jay told me, remember we talked about the statue of Rodney Dangerfield that they wanted to put up in Babylon on Long Island. They made it. Now they just got to figure out where they're going to put it.
oh that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a statue of George Herbert Walker Bush at our airport in Houston, so you should steal
And it's
that
al-
next time.
Yeah, it's also Velcro.
Did he have a
It's
picture?
pure Velcro.
Did he have a picture in the Houston airport?
Oh, this asshole! It's literally like a shrine. It looks just like that.
Look at his nose.
That's not a good one.
No.
That's not good.
All right, here's that.
No respect.
There it is. Isn't that nice?
That's very nice.
They're just gonna figure out where they're gonna put it.
Looks like a black and white photo. That's actually kind of scary.
I actually watched a bunch of YouTube videos of his from his Johnny Carson appearances.
Oh, he was. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, he was awesome.
My dad will send me clips, and he goes, "You need to do this on stage." And I was like, oh.
Thanks. I'll be
do
one of the
this.
greatest comics ever. Yeah. On stage. I'll just
Where
do
do your parents live now?
So my mom lives in Karlsruhe in Germany, and then my dad lives in San Antonio. Yeah.
Do you look forward to the weekends with your dad? Did you have to be with the weekends with the dad?
So
How old were you
when
they
they both
split?
lived in Germany, they got a divorce. My dad was stationed in Germany. I would just spend like Mondays at
Air
my
Force?
dad's. Army.
Army.
Yeah, West Point grad.
Interesting, really.
Yeah. So and then they moved. So I moved back to the States because I was too dumb for German education.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they don't have multiple choice.
Oh, Germans are unbelievable.
Oh yeah, they don't have multiple choice. And when
When
I
I
tell, yeah,
When I worked at the airport at Lufthansa, we had the contract with them, and they were not kidding around. In L.A., you can look up at the sky at 3 p.m. and you'll see Lufthansa taking off. At Lufthansa, they have people that watch the people fix the airplanes.
Germans are good at watching.
Germans,
Always one eye.
Germans do not fool around. You can set your clock
Yeah.
to that Lufthansa taking off from LAX.
People. Yeah.
And the flight attendants were like, "What do you mean you can't fix it? What do you mean you can't fix it?" You know, they were not kidding around.
No.
Yeah.
They were not kidding around.
Germany.
We are fun. We are sorry.
We're sorry.
We're sorry.
We'll do it again, but sorry.
We might try it.
We did it twice.
World War III. One more time.
Here's one. I'm just going to cherry pick the ones that I already highlighted because we're having too much fun here. I have 10 questions, so I got to speed it up. I can't. This is a dog that was born in Oklahoma with 6 legs and 2 tails. Is said to be thriving. Skipper, a border collie, an Australian Shepherd mix, also came into the world with 2 pelvic regions, 2 lower urinary tracts, and 2 reproductive systems.
Whoa.
I don't know why this dog was able to walk out of the hospital. She is a strong girl, said Dr. Tina Neal, who owns the veterinarian hospital where Skipper was born.
2 vaginas.
This is a miracle. The vet added that this is a monster.
Yeah.
What
yeah,
it is, it's a monster. Couldn't they amputate one of the 2 of the legs, or and
one of the vaginas?
make it just a dog instead of a monster?
Cement one of the vaginas.
Out of order.
They're gonna have a hard time adopting that one.
How many legs do they have?
6.
And 2
It's like
tails.
an insect.
So it's like 2 back ends, basically.
Jesus. It's a pretty dog, though.
Yeah, if you like circus performers.
Why is it always in Oklahoma, by the way? Oh, wow.
Yes.
It's a spider.
That thing is not gonna grow normal, healthy. There's no way there's not gonna be complications.
That's wild.
An Arizona teen allegedly faked his own kidnapping to get a day off from work. Brandon Souls, 19, stuffed a banana in his mouth, tied his hands behind his back, and then threw himself into a ditch on the side of the road, police said. When cops responded to an emergency call, Souls allegedly told them 2 masked men had hit him on the head and dumped him by the road. But police say that when a surveillance video revealed his story to be false, he confessed that he was trying to get a day off from his job at a tire shop, which has now fired him.
Yes. Who puts more effort into getting out of work than working?
That doesn't sound like a day off.
That's horrible.
Or just calling sick.
Yeah.
I have COVID.
That works.
Yeah.
Just
some
like
lie.
Photoshop a COVID test. I have COVID. You don't have to go to work.
What's so bad about a tire shop?
That's so bad they have to
They're
throw
heavy.
yourself into a ditch side up.
Right. Just hide in the tires.
Just hide in the
At least 160 public Confederate statues and other symbols were taken down or moved out of public spaces last year, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center. About 700 Confederate monuments remain across the U.S. Take them down and put them in a museum, but don't destroy them.
Yeah.
It's history.
I agree.
Yeah. You don't take down history. I do think that removing any aspect of history is just
Dangerous.
It leads to very bad things.
It's like that book 1984. It's horrific.
It's like people don't want reminders of terrible things. It's like, no, you need those because we're a pretty awful species at times.
Dude, they made us in Germany watch like Holocaust videos in like elementary school.
Yeah, wow.
Just to be like, yo, we did this, and it's like,
We
guys
used
were
to
laughing
be
and
kinda
pointing.
bad.
and we're just like, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, look at this. This is wonderful. Everything's so efficient.
Train comes
Yeah. Train comes in. Train
at
goes
3
out.
o'clock. You take your watch.
There's a new book by Abraham Reisman, and it's called True Believer: The Rise and Fall of Stan Lee. So I know there's a lot of people that are big fans of Stan Lee in the Marvel comics.
Yeah.
So you might want to pick that up. He got old at the end and kind of he was taken advantage of. Perhaps you have to look into it.
He was the first person I met in L.A. Like the first week I was there, I was at a red light crossing a street, like waiting for the crosswalk, and then he was just standing right next to me. I look over, I'm like, "Oh, hi, Stanley." And he goes, "Well, hi there," like.
Yeah, True Believer may not be the book that Stan Lee's fans want, said so and so and so and so, but it's a book that anyone concerned with the business of popular culture over the last 80 years needs. For decades before his death in 2018, Lee was celebrated as the general impresario who had built Marvel Comics and overseen its magical 1961 to 72 run. So I only bring this up for you people. There's a lot of people that are into the comic books and Marvel Comics, and you should read that book if you're interested.
Stan Lee was amazing. I mean, the level of creativity that he brought. He invented Doctor Strange. He allowed, for instance, the X-Men.
Did he make Spider-Man too?
Spider-Man, Fantastic Four.
All of it.
Yeah, he was. Most of the major characters came out.
And he should have been a lot wealthier than he was.
A lot wealthier.
Oh, yeah, he got screwed over.
Lives, right?
And that's what show business does. They try to pay the least they can to get away with the...
Because he signed a document where it's like they own certain rights. And
Yeah, they go after the artists because they know that they're not as business savvy. It's terrible. Yeah, he in fact had to sue, I believe, Marvel and Disney, if I'm not mistaken, or not Disney, but the previous owners. Actually, it was Disney. Yeah, because he was an executive producer. They didn't pay him what he was worth. He came up with almost all of the great characters that you see on the Marvel universe.
That's crazy.
You know,
Genius.
a true creative genius.
Because imagine pitching Spider-Man to a world that didn't have Spider-Man. So it's a kid. He gets bit by a spider, and now he can climb walls.
All right,
Flips this white shit out of his wrist.
his wrist. That was.
You could be a good Spider-Man, Brian.
He beats up the criminals and then rants at them for 5 minutes afterwards.
Here's a tip of the week: how to be heard as a consumer. Track down the boss when the company lets you. All right, I had enough of that. Everybody knows how you got to go to get to the vice president at least, or maybe public relations when they want to hear. They don't want to hear nothing. A lot of people complain about airlines and they get free airline tickets a lot. Or any company, they public relations. Here's one that's talking about Texas. The oldest and largest power generation and transmission cooperative in Texas, Brazos. How do you say that? That's a big street here in Austin.
Brazos?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Brazos Electric filed for bankruptcy this week after racking up an estimated $2.1 billion in charges over 7 days of deep winter freeze last month. Cooperative members paid $774 million for power for all of their 2020.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just like Enron back in what they did to California like 20 years ago, 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The Enron is part of this fiasco.
Dude, it's crazy though. In Dallas, you would go to like some like wealthy neighborhoods, and they would keep their street lights on.
Yeah.
But then, like, you'd go to some neighborhoods, they had no electricity for 8 days, and I'm like, turn off the street lights at least. Save that electricity. fucking send it somewhere.
Oh, they had entire like Houston downtown lit up. Nowhere else.
Oh yeah, Dallas
Nowhere
downtown.
else.
It said Burr on our on the Omni Hotel. It said Burr and lights.
And then people can't take a shit. What are you talking about?
Dude, I shit outside though. That was kind of nice.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Huh. I haven't done that in a while.
Did a shit snow?
Snow shit?
Snow shit, yeah.
Did you didn't like scoot your ass on the snow just to wash it?
I brought some paper out and I used it to wet it. It was like a wet wipe. It was pretty nice.
Amazon's going to have airplanes now.
Oh, really? Oh, for their delivery, not for flying.
Yeah, it says Amazon Air, the retailer's cargo fleet now makes an average of 140 flights per day and is expected to have 85 planes in service by the end of 2022. That's still far fewer than FedEx's 679 planes and UPS 572. But Amazon Air has already almost doubled its size since last May. That guy's got all the money.
God,
Yeah.
he made just a grip of cash this pandemic. Big surprise! The billionaires make money, right? Huge shock.
Well, they don't pay taxes.
Oh, and he ghas that
They don't
sweetheart
pay
deal.
regular taxes, you
Yeah.
know, like you and I.
And the postal service, he gets at a super steep discount, like the delivery of his packages.
Really?
So yeah, I mean, it costs us money. Literally, every taxpayer is paying money for Jeff Bezos to make money. It's out of control.
Also, he looks like Lex Luthor.
He
Like,
looks exactly
looks
like
like
What's
Lex
up
Luthor.
with his eye? Like with that one eye that like is half open. You
That's
know?
that
He's
evil
got
eye.
a Forrest Whitaker eye.
Yeah, these guys. It didn't used to be like that. That's
No.
that. Like over time, the
That's
evil
Mackenzie
people, they get
Bezos,
that,
yeah.
that thing.
You look at someone angry enough for too long, it just sticks.
Yeah. Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I'll watch out for that. There's another Texas, $28 billion power bill in Texas. Texans were promised that a deregulated electricity market would make power more affordable. Instead, it cost residential customers $28 billion, more than they would have paid at rates charged by the state's traditional utilities.
Yep.
So be careful. I'm not going to read any more of that. Everybody knows what's happening. If you don't know, you don't know. Isn't that a song or something?
Don't know? Well, you still don't know.
Biggie Big.
Yeah, if you
I don't know.
now, you know. baby. Yeah. I grew up on that shit.
And the last one of items of interest is we are going, this is the wisdom part. Sometimes we can figure them out, poetry. Sometimes we can't. We are going to do a terrible thing to you. We are going to deprive you of an enemy. Soviet Union scientists told the audience. Altruism is selfishness out with a pair of field glasses and imagination. There's nothing sadder than an old hipster.
That is true. I'm getting there. It's fucking embarrassing. Sorry.
What wisdom can you find that is greater than kindness? Money. All that you touch, you change. And is there anything in a life so disenchanting as achievement? I don't know. I don't need time. I need a deadline. Okay. Thanks to items of interest.
There we go. Yay!
So let's do the questions then. The questions are a lot of fun. If you were a Zach,
Yes.
if you were a famous, and then I'll go around and all get the same question. Save time. If you were a famous rock star, it'll also give you guys extra time to formulate an answer. If you were a famous rock star, Zach, who would you want to be? Freddie Mercury, Liberace, Elton John, George Michael, or Boy George?
Elton John, definitely Elton John. He does whatever he wants. He looks great.
Thank
all
you,
the
Zach.
time.
Zach, we're not going to have time if
All
you
right.
elaborate too much on it.
I'd go Elton John as well.
No, I have to say the question again. If you were a famous rock star, who would you want to be? Freddie Mercury, Liberace, Elton John, George Michael, or Boy George?
Honestly, I'm going to change it. Freddie Mercury.
If you were a famous rock star, who would you want to be? Freddie Mercury, Liberace, Elton John, George Michael, or Boy George?
Oh, I'm going Liberace all the way. I'm going. If you're gonna be gay, go all the way. You know what I mean?
Liberace
Yeah,
is
absolutely.
very colorful.
Oh, he was fantastic. Liberace was fantastic.
But like Freddie fucked everything though.
he did.
He went all the way. He fucked midgets.
He did, but he didn't get like his boyfriends to cut their faces up to look like him. That's the difference, you know.
Yeah,
And
Boy
that's
George-
what I'm saying.
Boy George was the worst out of the group.
Yeah,
He's a creep.
Yeah.
well, you know, he's good looking.
Anybody with boy in their name,
Yeah,
just stay away from
he
him.
just
You know?
he did die young.
Oh.
He did die real young.
Zach, have you ever been attracted to your mother?
Hell no. No. But I do have mommy issues.
Yes, when somebody really says hell no, that's an indication that they're not being truthful. But we'll move on. Have you ever been attracted to your mother,
I don't think so.
Tony?
I don't think so.
You're not sure.
I'm not sure.
Again,
but
a suspected answer. Reed,
Thanks.
Yes.
Reed, have you ever been attracted to your mother?
No, I'm not attracted to alcoholics. Everybody, you know what I mean? Anybody?
may she rest in peace.
Wherever she is.
Zach, have you ever been attracted to somebody else's mother?
Oh, yeah, all the time.
Fair enough. Anthony, have
Yep.
you ever been attracted to somebody else's mother?
Yes.
Reed, have you ever been attracted to somebody else's mother?
Absolutely. I grew up before cell phones were real. So yes, it was a lot of MILF masturbation when you were in the 90s.
MF.
Zach, are you difficult to work with?
Redban. Do you think I'm difficult to work with?
No, because you're never at work. You never show up.
Are you difficult to work with, Tony?
I don't think so.
Reed, are you difficult to work with?
Extremely. I'm the worst. Yeah. I mean, it'll be worth it, but it'll be a pain in the ass.
If you had a dog, what breed would it be?
Probably a German Shepherd.
Golden Retriever.
I got to ask you first.
Oh, sorry.
If you were a dog, what kind of dog would you be, Tony?
Golden Retriever.
Reed, what kind of dog would you be if you could be a dog breed?
I would. I'd be a Labrador. I'd be a Labrador. I'd probably let's go with a chocolate lab. Why not? Yeah.
If I was a dog, I'd run right into traffic and end it. You wait around all day for people to come home. You do nothing all day but just lick your balls and run after bumpers and cars. I had a dog on Long Island on Ward Lane that ran. The dog's name was Shadow. He used to run after cars until he ran. He ran after a car and then he got hurt with the bumper or something. You know, he got injured and it scraped all the skin off his penis. He never chased another car.
Oh, that's imagery right there.
Zach, do you hate your mother?
No.
Do you want to fuck your mother? Do you hate your mother?
No, I don't hate my mother.
Tony, do you hate your mother?
I love her very much.
And Reed, do you hate your mother?
Yes. Is that the wrong answer? Sorry.
No.
I'm conflicted.
Again, may she rest in
Mixed
peace.
feelings.
Yes. Yeah. She caused a lot of problems.
Zach, have you ever dined and dashed?
No, but I have been dined and dashed on while I've worked in restaurants. Not fun.
No, they make you pay, right?
They make the server pay. Yeah.
What?
That's a
You
stupid
get
rule.
if your table leaves
Why
and you
not?
don't
Isn't
catch
that a
them.
stupid
I've
rule?
never had that happen. I've worked at restaurants for like
Paradise
over 10
Cove.
years.
Oh,
Fuck Paradise Cove. Oh, really?
yeah. That's where
They
they
would
would take it straight out.
What do they expect you
$80
to do?
bills?
Tie him down and get into a fist fight with him?
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
illegal.
that is the stupidest rule. If you own a restaurant,
Right.
why would you make your hardworking waitresses and wait staff pay for people who are criminals?
It's miserable.
Wake up!
It's the saddest thing watching people have meltdowns when they dine and like servers have meltdowns when their tables dine and dash. It's a huge bill.
I know they take it real serious.
Well,
That's fucked up. I've never heard a
gay.
restaurant
Oh,
doing
I
that.
guess if it's a lot of money,
It's a lot of money. Well, there it was.
I'd
yeah.
quit. I'd say I'm not paying this bill. I'm
Yeah.
not working here anymore.
Yep. That's what I would do.
And that's illegal. I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
Yeah, I
Wow.
think so also.
I'll give you pennies on
Wasn't
a
there.
dollar.
I'll give you 10%. That's it.
Have you ever dined and dashed, Tony?
No, sir.
Reed?
No, I haven't.
I eat cheap.
Yeah.
Have you ever had sex, Zach? Have you ever had sex with yourself on an airplane?
On an airplane, no.
Anthony?
No.
You ever rubbed out in the bathroom?
No.
You can tell us.
No,
You've
I
already
rubbed-
been sworn in.
I haven't. No.
We have it on video.
That seems fun though.
Yeah.
What do they call that?
I don't think I've jerked off.
It's called hijacking.
All right.
Come on.
Very.
I didn't make that up.
I prefer high altitude entertainment. If you could change, Zach, if you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
My attention span. I am all over the place. I forget shit all the time. Yeah.
Tony, if there's one thing you could change about yourself, what would it be?
My weight.
Weight, huh? Can't put that fork down, huh?
No, sir.
Food is good, man.
Food is
It's
great.
also a psychological thing. It'll make you feel good. It'll make you feel happy. Food is, and you have to have it. You get hungry 3 times a day. It's not an easy thing.
What's that saying? I'm unhappy when I eat. And
Austin Powers.
yeah. What is it? I'm on.
I cry when I eat, and I eat because I
cry. Yeah. I'm unhappy because I eat, and I eat because I'm unhappy. And
The fat bastard speech.
Yeah. It's yeah.
How about you, Reed? What would you change about yourself? There's one thing you could change about yourself.
I'd probably try to get rid of the bitterness. You know what I mean?
You have a little bit of a bitterness. Yeah, that takes a little time to get rid of. Don't force yourself. Resentment, bitterness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take time.
Thank you.
You don't want other people renting space in your head.
It's true. Yeah, you don't.
You got a lot of things on your plate. You got a beautiful young son. You need all the positive energy that you can muster.
Right.
And so I know it's easier said than to do it, but I wish you all the luck with that. But we don't have time to go into it anymore.
Cut to Reed calling me in 20 minutes. How dare Holtzman give me advice?
Who does he think he is? This is bullshit. Being caring and shit.
If you won the lotto, what would be the first thing you would buy?
New car. Definitely.
New car? Very good.
I would get
Go ahead, Tony.
I would get custom clothes. Custom, like a new
Fitted.
new fit, like shoes, pants, shirts.
Yeah,
like
when I
this.
worked at the police department, all the cops and even this one female coworker, Crystal, the uniforms looked great, and I couldn't. And then I realized they're all tailored.
Yeah.
When you get tailored clothes, it doesn't matter what weight you are or what you look like. I'm walking around like a ragamuffin, you know? And then it hit me. That's why cops look as good as cops look. The shirts, the pants, it's all tailored. Of course you're going to look like $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm going to spend money to get my clothes tailored. What's next? Makeup? Right?
I can help you out if you need.
Yeah. He's the guy for that.
Bring some to
Color
the
matching.
show tonight.
Yeah,
Let's all put on makeup
we'll go
for
up
the
on
fucking
makeup.
show.
You'll be shocked with how much it mutes the shine. It looks
Reed, what would you buy if you won the lotto? What would be the first thing that you would
Oh,
purchase?
I mean, it's more utilitarian. It's probably buy an apartment somewhere near Chicago so I could go visit my son more. That's about it. Other than that, probably a pile of cocaine. No, is that?
Instant personality. I am the highest rated podcast in the whole world. Instant personality. Tomorrow we're gonna climb Mount Everest. I would buy a house. I already know where it is. It's in St. Augustine, Florida,
Okay.
in a place called Point Veradera near Nocatee. 55 and older community, and it is. I went there twice to visit some friends who used to live on Long Island, and it's just great. It's great.
What part of Florida is that?
Northern Florida,
Northern
near
Florida?
Jacksonville and St. Augustine. Oh man, that's what I would do.
Florida's
Not even live there
unbelievable.
full time, just have it to go there.
Like a getaway home.
Quick flight to New York.
Yeah.
Eastern Seaboard. Florida's great. I got a lot of friends in Florida. Comedy's booming in Florida.
That's right. Yeah.
They have like 100 shows a day, and every one is headlined by Jimmy Schubert. I don't know how he does it. And Bruce Smirnoff and Esther Koo is down there shaking her Korean, Southern Korean or South Korean Samsung ass.
Samsung ass.
And
she's in Florida now. She moved to
she's
Florida?
in Florida.
Andrew Schultz.
Andrew Schultz. Yes. Oh, he moved to Florida.
He's
Yeah.
staying there for a while.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He's killing it in Florida too. Like at the Improv, like every show sold out like immediately, and multiple shows a week. And
Good for him.
Oh, he's like doing like a residency down there. or
Florida's
something.
like Texas.
Wow.
It's all blown up.
Oh yeah.
Do you think Florida and Texas are going to be the new hubs
Yeah.
now?
Oh, yeah.
Like it seems like.
I mean,
It's a hard question for me to
Austin's
answer.
the biggest, the best scene I've seen. I was talking to Redban about this. It's the best scene I've seen in the entire country, considering COVID. It's by far the best. Yeah. Like I'm going to be spending a lot of time up here because like Houston just hasn't come back. Like when Secret comes back in May, it'll probably be, comparable to what it was. But Austin is just blowing.
What's going on in Dallas, Anthony?
They've had the clubs, but it kind of sucks for the comics that were right about to get into the clubs. They kind of are shoot out of it so far because they're like, oh, we'll just get our working guys willing to work. So I've been lucky enough to perform, but I feel bad for some of the younger comics that were about to like break in and they haven't been able.
Well, if they keep at it, there'll be no stopping them.
Yeah,
I think part of the game is just keep at it.
yeah,
If you have the luxury to keep at it,
I agree.
it's a rough. It's just it's something else.
But Austin's been fun. Like
Austin
Austin,
has been a
it feels like
fantastic
I've done a
time of my
few
life.
shows now here since the pandemic. It just feels like Rockstar.
Oh yeah, and for me, I went to school at UT and I stayed here for 11 years. I just love this town. Like especially back in the day, everybody talks about back in the day, but it was so crazy. It was like hippie culture and cowboy culture. Like let's go do mushrooms and go shoot AK-47s at a ranch. It was like-
People, I found that people to be real friendly.
yeah.
I like to wave a lot to strangers. In my car or walking. I just
do
like
too.
to
I
wave.
like it, yeah.
And you get a wave back in Texas.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what happens up there in stuck-up Dallas. What goes on up there?
I like doing the nod when I
Nod?
walk by. Like, hey, how's it going? And they give it back. I think it's just a.
I guess it's hard to wave if you got a roast beef sandwich in your hand. and what do they call it? A big gulp or some shit?
Yeah.
I heard you use 2 straws. Is that true?
We've upgraded.
And the bonus question, Zach, do you believe there is a God?
No, I don't believe there's a God, but I think there's a higher power.
Came out of a pea pod from the ocean?
Yep. Fell right out.
That's
of
great.
it.
Yeah, if you want to believe you came out of a pea pod from the ocean, a piece of seaweed. Get as much chance of living in
explain a lot.
afterlife as a crushed ant. That's fine. How about you, Anthony? Do you believe in God?
I don't know. I honestly don't know.
No clue, huh?
Yeah.
You ever seen a brand new baby born?
Yeah.
You ever see a rainbow?
Yeah.
You ever see a sunset? But you don't know.
No,
You don't know.
I don't know.
You can't know.
I don't know.
How about you, Reed?
Yeah, I certainly. Yeah, I took. I did my own DMT extraction. This is back in the day. So I did it myself, and then I saw the Godhead. You see some crazy shit, but yeah, there's definitely something going on.
Also, I think if you want to make some extra cash, you would be great for like Sunday school. You think you just came from seaweed? Like I think you would be great. Scare the God in them.
I'm calling a
kids
tow
will
truck
serve
on your
us.
car. All right, we're going to finish up the questions. There's just one here that I want to. We're going to do a real quick one on this. Who do you like, brunettes or blondes?
Brunettes.
Brunettes.
Oh, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go like it's 60-40, but I like blondes. Yeah.
Best comedy experience?
Interning at the Comedy Store for Kill Tony.
Best comedy experience, Tony?
Getting to open for Jim Jeffries at the Majestic Theater.
Oh, wow.
Great.
That was fun.
Does he have this show on Comedy Central still?
I think they're on hiatus right now, but I think
Best comedy special experience?
Watching somebody else, Rogan in 2008 or 9, in Austin, in fact, and Louis C.K. In Houston like 6-7 years ago. Personally,
Paul Louis C.K. He didn't
Yeah.
do anything wrong. I don't think.
he just jerked off with consent. You know, it's like it's,
You know
very,
what?
it's very strange.
You know what he did? He let those women live. Favorite. So go ahead. I mean to cut you off. Your favorite comedy experience.
Personally, doing it, probably Whatever Fest in Houston, 2014, and probably opening up for Eddie and Sam, which was a good one. Honestly, they're all good. The Houston one was. We had a Houston show that was just, one of those shows where just it's magical and everything is just, everybody's hitting and everybody's just so into the moment for that 2 hours, that hour and a half. Yeah, that was probably
like Kill Tony. When I was in L.A., when I saw Kill Tony on Monday night in the main room, it was like just what you're talking about.
The energy.
The energy. You could cut the. It was just you could. It was patable.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody in that room was just like, it was like
such
on
a focus
steroids.
and excitement.
It's like time freezes for that time.
Favorite movie star? Next.
Ryan Gosling.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's a tough one.
Favorite movie?
Twister.
Inglourious Bastards.
Oh, Godfather.
Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7?
Not 3. The first one. Let's go the first one.
Okay. This. We said this. All right. This is one that we have to we have to ask. Have you ever considered hurting yourself?
Yeah, I was an emo kid. Different generation.
You ever considered hurting yourself?
Yep.
Jesus, get morose now. How about you, Reed?
Yeah, on the way up here.
Right now.
You weren't looking forward to being on Dead Air, huh?
I was very excited. But it's everything else in my life.
Well, this has been too much. We could go on for another hour easy because I have another 10 questions, but I can't do it. What a fun podcast. This is really great. You guys
you
are
for
just
having
terrific. Very funny people. Tonight we're going to have a great show at the Vulcan Gas Company tonight, February 11th. You want to plug anything, Zach?
Kill Tony every week, live on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, Zach Bogus, EACBOGUS.
Anthony?
You can follow me at comedian Tony C. And me and my buddy Daniel Magden do a podcast called Somewhat Familiar. You should check out.
Nice.
Reed?
I'm at Reed Marshall Becker, 1L on Marshall on Instagram. I also do a TV show called Tommy's Garage. We're doing pretty well. We're got almost 1 million hits on Rumble on our.
What's Rumble again? Tell us what
Rumble's like BitChute or it's another video platform that's developing.
Okay.
So yeah.
And Redban, Brian, what do you got? Anything?
No.
All right. Follow me on Instagram and YouTube, and my YouTube channel is Brian Holtzman. If you want Dead Air memorabilia, it's holtzman.store. And keep laughing, keep smiling, and stop canceling and everything.
Absolutely.
Stop taking everything away. Thank you, Redban.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, guys. Thank you.
Thanks
All
for
right.
having us.
Bad Ashley.
That was fun.
That was awesome.
Yeah.